Maimonides Principles. This is the Fundamentals of Jewish Faith. It is a paperback book that's 106 pages. This popular edition of the 13 Principles of Jewish Faith represents a summarized version of the original work which appears in Maimonides' commentary to Mishnah Sanhedrin. This book is an effort to perpetuate what was undoubtedly the intent of Maimonides in presenting these fundamentals, to open the doors of the storehouse of Torah living and learning, and to provide a keener understanding of the basic principles of Jewish responsibility to both the schooled and the unschooled alike.
Rabbi Moshe ben Maimon, known in Hebrew by his acronym Rambam and in English as Maimonides, was the Jewish star of the 12th century and a luminary for humanity. One of the greatest codifiers of Torah law and a giant of Jewish philosophy, he formulated a list of the 13 principles of Jewish faith, or as he described them, Judaism's fundamental truths and very foundation. To this day, Jewish communities worldwide recite or sing summarized versions of Maimonides' 13 principles. 1. God exists. God is the essence of perfection and the primary cause of all existence. 2. God is one. He is not a composite or divisible, but the most absolute and unparalleled unity. 3. God is non-corporeal. He has no body or parts, and all references to God couched in the terms of human experience, such as movement, rest, seeing, and speaking, are metaphors. 4. God is eternal. This also means that nothing pre-existed God or brought God into being. 5. We must serve God exclusively. That precludes worshiping any entity or force that God created or that we have imagined. 6. God communicates through prophecy. It takes hard work to become spiritually fit for prophecy, and even then, communication is entirely God's choice and initiative. 7. The prophecy of Moses is supreme. God chose him from all humanity, for all of time, to receive the highest degree of prophetic experience. 8. The Torah is of divine origin. The Torah scrolls every word, along with the explanations that Moses delivered to us orally, is all from God's mouth. 9. The Torah is not susceptible to change. It was delivered by God in deliberate form and never can or will be amended in any way. 10. God knows everything. This includes God's active attention to each individual at every moment. 11. God rewards and penalizes. God communicated his expectations and gave us the ability to choose. He assures that our choices bear consequences. 12. There will be a Messiah and a Messianic era. A time will come in which the Torah will be fulfilled in entirety, and we will fully benefit from the blessings that will ensue as a result. The Messianic era will be conducted by a mortal Messiah, a descendant of King David, who will become an unparalleled global leader. We must constantly anticipate his arrival. 13. There will be a resurrection of the dead. At some point, God will restore the departed souls of the righteous from heaven and recreate their bodies, to participate in and benefit from a perfected world. These principles begin with God as the primary cause of existence and conclude with the perfected world. Our ancient sages revealed that the reason that God created all that exists is for us to actively build the perfected world of the Messianic era.
Famously, Moses Maimonides listed 13 principles of Jewish faith, but the Tashbet's Rabbi Shimon ben Tzemach Duran came and reduced them to 3. And if you look very carefully at the Siddur and many other aspects of Judaism, you will see those 3 are the key boxes of Jewish faith into which Maimonides' 13 principles can fit. They are creation, revelation, redemption. Belief in the universe as God's work, the Torah as God's word. That's creation and revelation. Now, when we apply revelation to creation, the result is redemption. Because Jewish history began with God redeeming the Jewish people from slavery to freedom, and the challenge ever since that God has given us is to create a free society of justice and compassion that respects the sanctity of life and the dignity of the human individual. So creation, revelation, and redemption are the three principles into which all the other more detailed principles fit.
So if somebody is practicing Hinduism and believes in a million gods, are they still Jewish?
Being Jewish is believing in one God.
What about a Jewish person who's an atheist? Doesn't believe in God at all?
I think it depends on how does he define himself. I think the beauty is that each person takes what he loves in being Jewish and then practices it in his day-to-day life.
What about someone who's Jewish but they believe in Jesus, in Yeshua?
We have Moses. Maybe it's the same. If he defines himself as Jewish and he follows the line of being Jewish.
Like for instance, I'm a Messianic Jew. I'm a Jewish believer in Jesus myself. I celebrate the Shabbat, Kiddush, Pesach, Sukkot, Hanukkah.
If you define yourself Jewish, then
my parents are Jewish.
Yeah. So why not?
I believe that Jesus is the Jewish Messiah. Yeah.
So I would say that Jesus was the purest Jew that ever lived.
Nothing like a Bible to clear up a college education.